Hi, it's Chris from Epix again. This is a short tutorial on how to manage post inspections within the system. What I'd like to show you is how to raise the initial post inspections and how you can do that, and then also how to issue those out to an operative or a surveyor or perhaps even a supervisor, and how they will then complete those using the mobile app, and then how you would then complete those again within the back office system to move the jobs onwards. Now, in order to do these, you do have to have the system option for post inspections switched on. So if you haven't got that switched on, you'll soon know about it because there won't be a raise post inspection button within your job sheet. If you do need that activating, you'll have to get someone at Epix to do that, so do get in touch. Now, post inspections are started from the point that the job is at a complete status. So that could be complete or completed, or maybe even completed on PDA, depending on how your system is configured. It's possible to trigger post inspection jobs automatically, and that's done from the contract setup. So you would define that at contract level, and that will be the number of jobs that you want to post inspect, so it will randomly pick them for you. If you want to go down that route, then do get in touch with us and I can talk you through that on an individual basis for your own contracts. For now, however, I'm going to show you a video on how to do the post inspections on jobs that you choose. Many of our clients favour this because they say that when you're raising the post inspections yourself, you can target a geographical area. So for example, if you do all your works over a huge area, then post inspecting one job 50 miles away from the next is a bit counterproductive. So usually you would target jobs potentially for the same client, but also in the same area, so that it's a lot easier for your surveyors that are doing that job to carry out the post inspections. Now, I mentioned earlier that the post inspection process is triggered from a complete job. So if we step into our list of complete jobs, this of course could be completed or completed on PDA, as I said earlier. And if I pick on this job at random, at the top of our job sheet we can see that we've got a green raise post inspection button. Now, as I said earlier, if you don't have that and your job is at a complete status, that's because post inspections aren't turned on, and you'll have to get in touch with us to turn that on for you. So we'll begin by pressing the raise post inspection button. And so what this does is this will create automatically a post inspection job for the job that existed before. So you can see that in the description here. So what we've got is we've got the original job description, but prefixed with the words post inspection. Now, in my demo system, this has given it to a trade of a surveyor. And so what it's doing is it's looking on the issue job screen, which looks very much like the issue job screen that you would normally use when scheduling your work. It's showing us available surveyors. Now, of course, because this is the issue job screen, you can of course untick that to show all trades, and you can bring in subcontractors if that's what you're doing, and you can of course scoot around the date ranges by going to next week or changing the month and the year and so on. Let's assume that I want to give this post inspection to our operative Derek Jones for today. I click on here and I can choose a slot or an anytime, so let's go with anytime, and I scroll up and I press continue. That action has created a post inspection job, and there it is, and the status is issued because we've also just issued that post inspection too. You'll notice this looks like a job sheet, however we've got an orange shaded bar at the top and there are fewer buttons to use. So you can of course, because this is a job that will be sent to an operative's mobile app, you can add some notes for them if you need to provide any further information that's not already on the job. We've got a history tab which we can show the history of the post inspection, and we've got our details of who's been issued it and any notes and everything else to do with this particular job. Rather key though, at the bottom of the post inspection sheet we've got the parent job summary, and that's the linked job, the job this post inspection came from. And so you can see if we click on that link there, that takes us back to the main job. Now, rather importantly, on the main job, you'll see that the main job has now been moved from its complete status to post inspection in progress. and that will now show at that status on the dashboard until such time as the operative or the surveyor has completed the post inspection. Similar to the post inspection sheet, if we scroll down here, you can see on my job sheet I've personalised it to bring in related jobs. Of course, if you don't have this section, you can use the personalise button here and add that in. There is a separate video on how to personalise your job sheet. But you can see here we've got details of the post inspection, so when we click on that, that takes us back into the post inspection sheet. Now if your operative doesn't have a mobile app and won't be completing any inspections using such an app, then that's fine. You can record notes and you can edit the status of the post inspection yourself from this screen. But we're going to do for this video the mobile app side. Over to the mobile app now. Our operative will get their post inspection job with the words post inspection here, so it'll be obvious what they're doing. Now click into the job, and they will then just simply accept the job and travel to site in the normal way. Once on site, of course, the operative will then see the job details screen. So really from here all they're doing is doing exactly what they would normally do on any other job, but if there is also a post-inspection survey to be carried out, they can also do that as well. So you might want to get them to take a photograph of something that had been done or a fix that had been carried out previously. Once they've done that, they can carry on. Now of course there are surveys already on the mobile device for this operative, and they've got various surveys to complete. If you want them to record a specific post-inspection survey, you can issue that to them at this point, so you would make sure that it was available to this trade. So they would then get a post-inspection survey which would contain within it a series of questions that you have asked your operative to complete for the post-inspection. Once they've carried those out, they would then simply press next, confirm that they've done the work. They could of course then add a sales line to this job, such as the manual code for example, and what they could do in the manual code is then type some words to send back as what they've done on this visit. Then they would press next. I doubt they would be using any materials, so they could scoot past this screen. And then they can provide a status for the end of the post inspection. So again, they would choose a status. They could leave some notes for the office using this field here if they wish, and also they could take further photographs using the camera should they wish. The operative would then of course sign the screen to say that they are finished, and of course you do get the option then to complete the customer QA, so I'm just going to skip through these for now. And then our customer would also sign the screen provided they were present. We press next, and if we're capturing after visit travel you can leave this screen on, otherwise you would simply press finished, and that will dial your job back and they can then move on to the next post inspection. Meanwhile, in the back office we should now see on our dashboard a new status, or at least an addition to the numbers of items underneath post inspection completed. If I click on there, this is our job here, so completed today. This is the one that we're interested in. So our job is now saying post inspection completed rather than post inspection in progress. And if we scroll down to the bottom here where I've put our related jobs, we can see here that the post inspection is completed. So if I now click into there, we'll see post inspection completed. We can view details of the visit by clicking on here, which gives us details of what was carried out, so the notes from the engineer and the signatures as well as the time on site. And of course within this sheet here, any inspections that they may have carried out. So for example, if they had done a post-inspection survey, that will be available to click here as well. Back to our job by clicking here. the post inspection completed, all we simply do now is push this through our costing process as normal. I hope you found that useful. Any questions at all regarding getting this set up and working for you, then don't hesitate to give me a shout.